I'll be content with that. Let's go do something. Bring me somewhere.
Places between.
Where will you take me? Oh, just back. Okay, sure. Okay, this one's glowing and sparkling. Is there another conversation I can listen to?
Again.
Yeah.
Untold years asleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom? We're already on it.
Did you order Dead on Tom? Because I can assist. Let me look at the map now. So that was where I fought the dragon. I guess, did I unlock all spaces in the crossroads now? I could have sworn I didn't. Like, well, I don't see any quests here now. I guess that's true. All right. Regrets of the Dread Wolf. Oh, I can't do anything with that. Find the demon in Docktown. Now I'm curious, so let me do that. But first, let me go back to the lighthouse, check on everyone, and then I'll go to Docktown. Yep. Ooh. Checking on an echo. Rook. I went with Wardens Rodri and Janie to check on the well. We made sure it was still sealed, packed the earth tighter around it, and Warden Ilona, she's a mage, said she'd put wards on it. The echo is buried for now, but it never truly disappears. Wherever it's gone, if you meet it again, be careful and don't listen too close. Sincerely, Ida of Lavendel. I'm assuming she's the NPC who gave me the quest. Okay. Okay, where is everyone right now? Alright. I'll check on Varric. Everyone's in the room except Taash, basically, so. Check on Varric. His room's here.
Shit. You shouldn't have to deal with all this, Rook. The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
I doubt you would have wanted to deal with the dragon I just dealt with, sir. You just stay there, okay? Do those calisthenics and keep yourself in shape, or whatever you do when, like, physical therapy? I don't know. Just make sure that you're not experiencing muscle atrophy.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
I could take a break.
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis.
Yes,
It should
please.
be peaceful and quite undisturbed. You'd be most welcome company.
That sounds good after all that crap I've been through recently. I'll deal with that demon in the dock roads later. Alright, spoke to him. Let's go to Bellara.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that. Got the archive spirit working, I see? Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Oh, okay
Also
then.
that, it's kind of mean.
Insulted back. Show it who's boss.
You should remind that thing who's in charge. That's an idea.
Oh, she's actually agreeing.
Syrian learned a lot. Taught me
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think your
about these
brother's
archives.
corrupted though.
They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways.
Yeah, basically
I
a
guess.
program, a
They
software.
can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways.
Software.
So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Like a jerk. Condescendingly, it seems. Like a jerk. I want her to be a jerk. I want to see her
Given
be
our
a jerk.
examples, I'd be kind of a demanding jerk. Right! So, let's try that. Archive.
Given our
tell me
examples, you
who
mean like
built
Solus in
you.
my head?
One of the greatest of Elgar'nan, a steward of her glory.
Wow.
Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth.
Wow.
Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday
Yeah,
return.
the creator of
You
this
mean the forgotten
robot
one?
was
I
like,
cannot
I want
say.
something that always
Good
praises me.
point.
The Forgotten One?
It came later.
Oh! Oh, wow! What? I want to ask all these questions! So Anaris, is he the same Forgotten One that Syrian, like, was enthralled by and then made a ritual so that the Forgotten One could possess him and use him as a vessel? And then Bellara blames herself for like, oh, I didn't check this artifact enough, and then my brother vanished in like an magical explosion and died. But in truth, maybe Syrian was like doing something wrong, like tampering it, I don't know. Ended up dying because of his own actions, and then we saw the body in that side quest that I completed in an Arlington forest. That came from the Fade, and I wonder if Sirius' body is possessed by Anaris. And like, what if he parades himself as like, oh, I'm Syrian, Bellara, trust me. And actually, she has to like end up, she either has to believe that it's Syrian, or she has to realize it's Anaris and then kill her brother's corpse or something. I don't know. Okay, I know what Forgotten Ones are as a player. I'll ask, who's Anaris?
Did that name mean something to you? He's a forgotten one. Got told they were the bad gods. We couldn't speak their names. Not like the
Oh.
good gods, you know, Elgar'nan, Ghilan'nain. But now we know the truth about the Evan-Urus. So we don't know for sure what the forgotten ones were. I mean, they used to say Solus was one. So
Oh.
best case scenario.
Best
like him.
case?
Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable.
Well,
Everything
I don't know.
Anaris knew, this thing knows, and
Yeah.
my people deserve to know.
I don't know
I can
if it's
get it to tell me.
Bellara is so cute. I don't know if it's dangerous, because so far it seems like it's just an information database. Or like, it's like having Ask Siri, except the database is limited to whatever Anaris fed it. It can't do anything like a weapon. So I don't think it's dangerous. You just have to you have to go in with a grain of salt whenever you listen to its quote-unquote information. So I wanted to say, it seems like Bellara knows the name of the Forgotten Ones, or at least she knows Anaris is the name of one of them. And she said like names we couldn't speak up. They were like banned names. But somehow you have to like pass on that information. So maybe it's like written down, but you orally don't say the name. But then of course, because she's like lost faith in the gods, you know, she had that banter line, or that line in general with like, she's almost like, I wonder, agnostic or something. She's completely lost faith because of what's happening. So that's why she feels fine saying his name aloud. And like, I wonder if it's an Arlothan thing, an Arlothan Dalish thing, that they still know the names of the Forgotten Ones. Whereas by the time you go to south of the Waking Sea, the Dalish clans don't know those things anymore. Like, I don't even know if the Dalish clans that traverse Ferelden or Olay still go up north to attend those, I want to say annual Dalish clan gathering where everyone meets up and discusses stuff, shares information, whatnot. Because it's also canonical that not all Dalish clans are peaceful or passive, or peaceful or neutral wanderers, like nomads. Sometimes there are Dalish clans that amount to nothing more than just highwaymen, like thieves and brigands. And when you play Inquisitor, you can select what kind of clan your clan was, Clan Lavellan. Could you tell me about Solus? I want insight about Solus. My enemies I can learn through their actions, but Solus is in my head, and that's a vulnerability.
Archive. Tell me about the Dread Wolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon
Wow.
pay the price.
Wow.
When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a
I
thought
think
for
Anaris is a
Fen'Hara.
little overconfident. Oh, I can ask both questions.
Archive. Tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards hiding behind their more powerful magic.
I think there were
and
only 3 or
superior
4
numbers.
forgotten ones.
Their jealousy of Anaris was
I don't
palpable.
remember.
Their war is unending.
Yeah, this
But
archive
Anaris
spirit is
will
operating on
prevail.
outdated information. Good luck. Ascari would, I don't know if she's teasing. She'd just say do what you need to do.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful. And try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame.
Okay, sir.
I can't stay longer.
What a shame.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
I kind of want to see Bellara twist into someone who's like, I want to see her gain a twisted personality. Is that bad of me? I just think there's a lot that who's not in the room? Taash. Okay, so I can talk to Harding. I don't know. I wonder what it would be like if her exposure to the archive spirit and her thirst to learn more ends up making her affected.
Why are there so few books about the Titans?
Where are you sitting, Harding? I always never find you. Oh, there you are. Okay. I want to see her examining the archive spirit so closely that she almost changes how she thinks, and she starts thinking like how, I guess, Anaris thinks. That'd be really interesting. I don't know. She's just so she's such an interesting character.
Belle's next serial ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, knowing her luck, that's probably likely. Let's talk to Davrin. Oh, he's singing.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Is he isolated?
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Don't be rude, Asan.
Asan, it's bad manners to not answer someone.
Right. So
Yep.
what brings you by?
The little
Nice
mouth
to have a
thing.
fellow warden on the team. Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
Oh yeah.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
You're like,
And the moment we
yummy.
took a sip,
What were we thinking?
my head was exploding. You tell me.
I thought this was ale. Okay, I was role-playing her as a Kunari, as a Kyun Kunari. This is too easy. I'm dead and I don't know it. I'm dead and I don't know it because her background that I made for her was she is an Iskari, a scholar studying Dwarven ruins, so that she can bring back that knowledge to her people, and they make stronger structures that last forever, like Dwarven stuff. Except she got cornered by Darkspawn, and then a passing warden basically had her go through a joining and save her life. So I'd say I'm dead and don't know it.
I was thinking, what's happening? I'm dead and don't know it.
I did know it, and I was pissed. If I was going to die drinking, why couldn't it be 100-year-old brandy?
The first warden drank it all.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Yeah, as
Feeling
a
lost?
Kyun Kunari, it would be very... Yeah, I would feel very lost.
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other wardens who've left for theirs. Here, Warden. Thanks for your long service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before he succumbed to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the deep roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
The fact that we can joke about this just goes to show how horrible it is that the lives that wardens have to lead, but yet they're a global necessity. That's an interesting thing though, because Corypheus manipulated the blight to make all wardens hear the calling, but then Ghilan'nain and Elgar'nan don't seem to be doing that.
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the first warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not?
Well...
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm a
Okay,
Kunari.
so maybe I like to keep things loose.
Oh.
And the first warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see
I like
why
that
you might
Davrin's like,
feel a
well,
little lost.
he's so honest.
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them? How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowler showed up.
We should be doing more. We should be doing more.
The biggest fight we've ever seen is headed our way, and the Grey Wardens are on the sidelines.
You and I are in the thick of it.
Not exactly the army of legend.
Yeah, two of us.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have.
That's fair.
Weishaupt will come through.
That's a lot of faith.
Along
Oh, now you
with a
talk?
very noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around.
His little smile. Okay, well, I'll talk to, I think Lucanis and Davrin. I mean, Lucanis and, Taash. What's up?
Why do you run around in fancy
Never
mage
mind.
clothes?
I think apparently it's Taash
Because I
and,
like them.
Neve.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
I like her outfit.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Talk to me. What's going on?
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you
Oh,
feel like
that
you should
made
wear
you
dresses
feel
to
bad?
make her happy.
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
She almost said like, she was almost implied that she's like, I already look stupid.
I wasn't raised under the Qun.
That's
but our
not
people
what.
believe some jobs are for men
I'm
and
role-playing
others
differently.
are for women. Yep. You dress like a warrior. And for Kunari, warrior is a man's job. Is that why your mother said what she said?
No. I mean, maybe. But it's fine. She says stuff like that all the time.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man.
Oh.
It feels... right.
Interesting.
Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
That's not true.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
No, I think this needs to be addressed. Yeah.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that
I like
help?
that my
It won't change
skull
anything.
face paint
Some
is
of
so
my
faint it
friends in
changes
Emiratis
the
talk about not
texture of
feeling
her
comfortable
face.
in their own skin.
And
As
also
a
it gives a
man,
scaly
as a
effect to her
woman.
neck.
I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nev, please do
Okay.
that. She needs
And thanks.
I am not a good
You
expert
do
in this.
look really pretty.
Oh?
to look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
I wonder what their banter's like. Neve and Taash? Now I'm curious. Hey, Lucanis, what do you want to talk about?
Lucanis? Where is he?
What? I'm glad that Rook said something, because I could have sworn I saw his icon here. Anyway, I'll go check on Tasha, I guess. She must be in a room. I won't go to Neve, because I already saw her in her room. Until that cutscene.
I talked with those Shadow Dragon friends.
That was fast.
About the gender stuff. There's a lot of it. Gender stuff. But it's maybe good.
I'm glad you're open to doing it, that you're not just shutting people out. That is a one creepy... What is that? Chair? Who would want that chair? Why would anyone want that chair? I'm like getting FNAF flashbacks. Why? I'm glad that Tasha's open to it and she's not like shutting people out, not wanting to talk about her problems, because that would be my first reflex about this. Nope, I wanted to go downstairs actually. Chippy. Oh?
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanis go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanis?
It's not Lucanis,
I don't
it's
think
the
that's him.
demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook,
Harding
do
is
something.
jam and Tasha's brimstone, is that it? How do you reason with a demon? Don't tell them what to do.
Lucanis! Wake up!
Ugh. What the?
You tried to walk through the Illuvian in your sleep.
Cracked his
Spite
neck.
wanted out.
I need coffee.
Nope, that's... Coffee does not fix everything.
You can't just caffeinate your way out of this.
It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
That's
Can't
not
just
good.
stay awake forever. I think that would
It
kill
literally
you.
would. I think after
more
4
careful
days of
next
no
time.
sleep, your brain will suffer oxygen deprivation. You get brain damage. And I know this because I actually stayed up 3.5 days awake straight. I was suffocating in my room because the unit, the HVAC unit essentially was broken. And I was in college, so it was at a time where it was like hell week and I was studying, doing projects and stuff, overwhelmed. Basically didn't realize I wasn't getting any sleep until when I finally left my dorm to go do a group project. And I was on a Google Doc typing in, like filling out our final paper with my group mates. They looked at the section I was writing and they're like, Isabel, go. They were like, anyway, that's my name. They were like, go home and just go to sleep. You need to sleep. And I was like, why? And they're like, look at the sentence you just wrote. And it said something like, in order for customers to develop this. And that was it. It's like paragraph break. And then more gibberish nonsense. Like, it was just like the beginning of a thought. It was like not even stream of consciousness. It was just gibberish that was disguised as corporate language. Can we talk to Spite? Let's make a deal here.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again.
I don't think so.
Thanks.
Look honest. No. That's... Ugh, darn it. Well, I think only half the team has horrible coping mechanisms or whatever. So, you know, that's pretty good. Before, it was more than half. It was like almost 100%. Questions on demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims that they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker. Angry at their creator for turning from them and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, Lucanis is not a mage, but he's possessed. And you encounter that in Dragon Age Origins with the little girl in the basement of Honleith. There was a cat that was possessed by a demon first because of, I think, a mage's experimentation or magic traps or something. And then if you free the demon from the trap or something, you can make a deal and it will transfer itself from the cat to the little girl, who I don't think is a mage. I'm not sure, actually. So there is a precedent for a non-mage being possessed, but very unique circumstances allow it to do so. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age. Excerpt from The Maker's First Children by Bader, Senior Enchanter of Ostwick, 812 Blessed. Ostwick is one of the Free March's nations or city nations. Scrawled below in Lucanis' handwriting. Emmerich declares this categorization limited by Navarin standards. Yeah, true. And Neve claims it makes the matter overcomplicated based on what she's seen. Either way, it speaks only of mages again. Every text says I should be dead or impossible. There must be something else. Probably because it's not documented. So that's why he's not getting what he needs. Oh, why did I press all red? Now I don't know what I missed in the Lords of Fortune one. Not that. Let me start from the top. Nope. 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 No. I don't know what I didn't read. Typical. Okay. I was going to... Where's Emmerich? Am I mistaken? Oh well. I am gonna meet him at the Walking the Graves quest. So I guess he's waiting. He's already there. Travel to Tract quest. Change party.